Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. John lies to Marlena in Ava's hush-hush partnership. The Wednesday, February 7th spoilers for Days of Our Lives show indicate that Marlena Evans handed John a strong cup of coffee and voiced her concern about how little he had been sleeping. John was questioned by Marlena regarding the new client he was meant to meet last night, but he told a falsehood that the client never showed up. John too seemed to be burdened by his past, but Marlena didn't believe that one's past should define them. John gave Marlena a pep talk and planted a kiss because he knew she would love him for the incredible man he was becoming. On Wednesday's episode of Days, John called Steve Johnson to arrange a meeting after Marlena left. Ava Vitale, meanwhile, went to the park to meet with Harris Michaels on her own. A flashback showed that the day Ava slapped Harris at the police station wasn't the whole story. That was all a ruse since Ava told Harris the truth about Clyde Weston's blackmail and received his assurance that he would assist her in getting out of this situation. Harris acknowledged that there was a problem at the moment because Clyde's Candyman was eliminated during the previous raid. The authorities would have to wait until Clyde took his place before making another bust since that drug dealer represented their greatest opportunity to get a direct line to Clyde. Harris attempted to comfort Ava despite the risks after it was found that she had been alerting him to drug shipments. At one point, Ava hinted about all her poor choices and flashed back to her hookup with Stefan DiMera, but Harris grasped her hand and pretended that she was being too hard on herself. On Wednesday's DOL broadcast, E.J. DiMera made fun of Stefan at the DiMera home by implying that Clyde was a major player in all the drug turmoil. E.J. looked happy to see his brother struggle and anticipated that Stefan would end up in jail with Clyde. When Stefan finally managed to get Ava on the phone, he was unhappy to learn that she had been speaking with Harris. Ava pretended to be a random passerby and consented to visit the DiMera home, where she made hints about her intention to take away Clyde's power. Ava persuaded Stefan to trust her despite his dislike of being kept in the dark and expressed her hope that they would soon be free. They reaffirmed that, in their opinion, Stefan and Ava never hit the sheets because there had been discussion about it. On Wednesday's episode of Days, Paulina Price was with Abe Carver when Chanel Dupree showed up for a pre-wedding consultation at her home. Johnny DiMera also chimed in, but Paulina received a call confirming that the only time slot available for her expedited operation was early on Valentine's Day. Sadly, Johnny and Chanel's wedding coincided with it, so they insisted on delaying despite Paulina's objections. After Chanel had a private conversation with Johnny to confirm that he was comfortable with it, he indicated that he was, but then he seemed to have a second thought. On Wednesday's episode of Days, Stephanie Johnson told Kayla Johnson that she was happy with Everett Lynch and that everything was going great between them at the pub. Since all Kayla could ever hope for her daughter is happiness, she was happy to see Stephanie and Everett rekindle their romance. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, some shocking revelations about Everett's background will eventually surface. Be sure to check back for more on all the incredible stuff that's coming up. E.J. Harris's Stefan, Ava and Harris meet, John lies, and Stephanie confides in Kayla. Days in Our Lives according to Wednesday, February 7th spoilers, Ava Vitale and Harris Michaels will meet in private. Stefan DiMera will be bugged by E.J. DiMera on the most recent narcotics raid. When it comes to his meeting with Constantine Meliunis, John Black lies to Marlena Evans. In addition to other things, Stephanie Johnson confides in Kayla Johnson regarding Everett Lynch. According to spoilers on Days of Our Lives, Ava and Harris will meet. When Harris last kissed her at the police station, Ava was incensed. There was something shady going on between Ava and Harris after she left, like a show for Stefan and the Salem Police Department. Ultimately, Ava has acknowledged her love for Harris while feigning a relationship with Stefan. Given that these two are meeting behind closed doors, what precisely is on the agenda? Given that Harris is about to be shot, it's likely that they will talk about drugs and that he will let Ava know that he knows Clyde Weston is running the drug ring as well. Naturally, this would be the ideal moment for Ava and Harris to confess their love to one another. Maintaining confidentiality, secret meetings, united front. Spoilers for Wednesday, February 7th, 2024's episode of Days of Our Lives suggest that the drama in Salem is about to blow up. A couple presents a united front, two others have a hush-hush rendezvous, and one individual maintains a secret from their loved one. What happens in this Wednesday's episode? It's time to learn for sure. John Black keeps a secret. According to Wednesday, February 7th DOL spoilers, John Black will keep his encounter with Konstantin Melionis a secret from Marlena Evans. Since he doesn't usually withhold things from Marlena, is this an indication that he's still processing what transpired with the Greek man, or is this just another example of Pawn progressively eroding John's character? Across town, Ava Vitali and Harris Michaels are said to be having a hush-hush meeting, according to Wednesday, February 7th spoilers for days. Could this result in the mafia princess coming clean to the police about her involvement in a drug ring? The DiMera brothers will carry out their best skill in the interim, fighting. Further hints suggest that E.J. DiMera will make fun of Stefan DiMera for the most recent drug bust. The deeper he goes into this, the more walls seem to be closing in on him. Spoilers for Wednesday's episode of Paulina Price and Abe Carve present a united front reveal that Paulina Price and Abe Carver will team up to inform Chanel Dupree and Johnny DiMera that her operation has been moved up. Since Paulina thinks her thyroid tumor is improving, it appears like Abe is keeping his word to support her through this trying period. Treatment will begin as soon as possible. Janelle's reaction to the news? Finally, Stephanie Johnson will talk to her mother, Kayla Johnson, about her sentiments over Everett Lynch. It seems like Stephanie is falling hard for Everett again. Will he finally live up to her expectations, or will he fall short? Johnny and Chanel are forced to reconsider their wedding due to Paulina's news, while EJ finds Stefan's situation amusing. As a cover, Harris gathers trash at the park and meets Ava. He gives her an update on the drug bust, but she is still under Clyde's control because of a complication involving the dead dealer. Ava reminds him that he promised her that she doesn't know how much longer she can resist. In a flashback, Harris tells Ava he loves her and gives her a kiss in the interrogation chamber. Her acknowledges that Stefan and her are being coerced into working for Clyde. Harris promises to let her free, but not until she alerts him to the shipments. They kiss once more after she gives in. As a cover, Harris instructs her to slap him. Harris informs Ava that they must continue to trick everyone until Clyde is stopped for good. In the DiMera living room, EJ welcomes Stefan back after a trip to Italy. A sly EJ tells his brother about the drug raid after perusing an article on his tablet. He wonders if the next time, Stefan's ugly mug would be shown under the headline rather than Clyde's. After spending the night with Johnny, Chanel returns home to Paulina and Abe. Paulina informs her that her operation has been pushed up since the cancer is more malignant than they initially believed. As Johnny storms through the door, ready to start planning the wedding, she wonders when it will be. Sensing the dismal atmosphere in the room, he softens his positive attitude. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.